Do you know the key to success in business? It's how we communicate. In this chapter, we will learn one of the key to successful communications in business. Group 2, which consists of Audrey, Rafi, Divia, and Anam, will give the key to all of you who are listening. So what are you waiting for? Welcome to Chapter 10, Persuasive and Sales Message.
Persuading effectively and ethically in the contemporary workplace. Contemporary businesses have embraced leaner corporate hierarchies, simultaneously relying on teams, eliminating division walls, and blurring the lines of authority. As teams and managers are abandoning the traditional command structure, sophisticated persuasive skills are becoming ever more important at work. Business people must try to influence others. To be smart consumers, we need to be alert to persuasive practices and how they influence behavior. Being informed is our best defense. Yet more than ever in today's digital world, we should also realize that persuasion has the power to change attitudes and behaviors on a mass scale.
Hello, John. How you doing today? You mailed in my company a postcard a few weeks back requesting information on penny stocks that had huge upside potential with very little downside risk. Does that ring a bell? Okay, great. Well, reason for the call today, John, is something just came across my desk, John. It is perhaps the best thing I've seen in the last 6 months. If you have 60 seconds, I'd like to share the idea with you. You got a minute? Name of the company, Aerotine International. It is a cutting-edge, high-tech firm out of the Midwest awaiting imminent patent approval on a next generation of radar detectors that have both huge military and civilian applications. Now, right now, John, the stock trades over the counter at 10 cents a share. And by the way, John, our analysts indicate it could go a heck of a lot higher than that. Your profit on a mere $6,000 investment would be upwards of $60,000.
Jesus, that's my mortgage, man.
Exactly, you could pay off your mortgage.
This stock will pay off my house.
John, one thing I can promise you, even in this market, is that I never ask my clients to judge me on my winners. I ask them to judge me on my losers because I have so few. And in the case of Aerotine, based on every technical factor out there, John, we are looking at a grand slam home run.
Okay, let's do it. I'll do $4,000.
4,000, that'd be 40,000 shares, John. Let me lock in that trade right now and get back to you with my secretary with an exact confirmation. Sound good, John?
Sounds good.
Great. Hey, John, thank you for your vote of confidence, and welcome to the Investors Center.
Yeah, thanks a lot, man.
Bye-bye.
How'd you fucking do that?
Just like that, I made $2,000. The other guys looked at me like I...
What is persuasion? Persuasion is a symbolic process. Symbols are meaningful words, signs, and images infused with rich meaning, for example, words such as liberty, signs such as national flags, and images such as the Red Cross for rescue or the apple for computers. An ethical persuader understands the power of symbols and does not use them to trick others. Because people's attitudes change slowly, persuasion takes time. Persuasion involves an attempt to influence. Persuasion involves a conscious effort to influence another person with the understanding that change is possible. For instance, when you ask your boss for permission to telecommute, you intend to achieve a specific outcome and assume that your boss can be swayed. Persuasion requires free choice. Although free is a difficult term to define, we can perhaps agree that people are free when they are not forced to comply, when they can refuse the idea suggested to them, and when they are not pressured to act against their own preferences. How has persuasion changed in the digital age? The volume and reach of persuasive messages have exploded. Although the exact numbers are difficult to establish, experts estimate that the average American adult endures approximately 300 ad impressions and other persuasive appeals a day. TV, radio, the internet, and mobile phones blast myriad messages to the far corners of the earth. Persuasive messages spread at warp speed. Popular US TV shows such as The Big Bang Theory, the action drama NCIS, and the crime scene investigation series are global phenomena. 11 Popular music and social media engage fans halfway around the world. Furthermore, election year campaign buzz also travels at dizzying speed. Organizations of all stripes are in the persuasion business. Companies, ad agencies, PR firms, social activists, lobbyists, marketers, and more spew persuasive messages. Although outspent by corporations that can sink millions into image campaigns, activists use social networks to galvanize their followers. persuasive techniques are more subtle and misleading. Instead of a blunt, pushy hard sell approach, persuaders play on emotions by using flattery, empathy, nonverbal cues, and likability appeals. They are selling an image or a lifestyle, not a product. Persuasion is more complex and impersonal. American consumers are more diverse and don't necessarily think alike. To reach them, marketers carefully study target groups and customize their appeals. Technology has increased the potential for distortion. People can mash up content, give it meanings the original source never intended, and blast it into the world in seconds. You probably recognize how important it is not only to become a skilled persuader, but also to identify devious messages and manipulation attempts directed at you. Applying the 3x3 writing process to persuasive messages. Start with plan, write, and complete. Plan consists of analyzing the purpose, knowing what you want to achieve. Write consists of adapting to the audience to make your message heard. When adapting persuasive requests to your audience, consider these questions that receivers will very likely be asking themselves: why should I? What's in it for me? What's in it for you? Who cares?
Blending four major elements in successful persuasive messages. The key elements in persuasive requests are gaining your audience attentions, building interest by convincing your audience that your proposal is worthy, eliciting desire for the offer and reducing resistance, and prompting actions. Prompting action in persuasive messages. Knowing exactly what actions you favor before you start to write enables you to point your agreements toward this important final paragraph. Here you make your recommendations as specifically and confidently as possible without seemingly pushy. In making a request, don't sound apologetic and don't supply excuses. Compare the following persuasive email closing to make your recommendations effective. Gaining attentions in persuasive messages. To grab attentions, the opening statement in a persuasive request should be brief, relevant, and engaging. To gaining attentions, we can do proactive opening that consists problem descriptions, unexpected statement, rather benefit, compliment, related facts, and stimulating questions. Building interest in persuasive messages. After capturing attentions, a persuasive request must retain that attentions and convince the audience that the request is reasonable. To justify your request, be prepared to invest in a few paragraphs of explanations. You can build interest and conviction through the use of the following. It consists facts, statistic, example, expert opinion, specific details, direct benefits, and indirect benefits. Being an ethical persuader. A persuader is effective only when he or she is believable. Persuasions become unethical when facts are distorted, overlooked, or manipulated with an intent to deceive. Applied to language that manipulates such distortions and twisting of the meaning is called doublespeak. Of course, persuaders naturally want to put forth their strongest case. However, that argument must be based on truth, objectivity, and fairness. Writing persuasive requests, making claims, and delivering complaints. Writing persuasive requests. The persuasive request shown in figure incorporates many of the techniques that are effective in persuasions, as establishing credibility, making a reasonable and precise request, trying fact to benefit, and eliciting desire while overcoming resistance in the receiver. Writing persuasive claims. Generally, the direct strategy is best for requesting straightforward adjustment. However, if a past request has been refused or ignored, then the indirect strategy is appropriate. It consists developing a logical persuasive argument and using a moderate tone. Communicating your feeling without rancor is often your strongest appeal. Composing effective complaints. As their name suggests, complaints deliver bad news. Some complaint message just fan anger. However, if the goal is to change something, the persuasion is necessary. An effective claim message makes a reasonable and valid request, presents a logical case with clear fact, and has a moderate tone. Anger and emotions are not effective persuaders.
Writing persuasive message in digital age organization. As noted earlier, the lines of authority are blurry in information age workplace, and the roles of executive are changing. Technology has empowered rank and file employees who can turn to their company's intranet and don't need their managers to be information providers, formally a crucial managerial role. In this section, we will focus on messaging flowing downward and upward within organization. A. Persuading employees. Messaging flowing downward. Traditional employee instruction from superiors to subordinates are usually straightforward. They include procedures, equipment, or customer service details with the purpose clearly stated. However, when employees are asked to volunteer for a project or participate in a non-work related activity, a more indirect AIDA strategies can be useful. Many executives now rely on persuasion rather than authority, so it's essential to use a warm and caring tone. Trust and a friendly approach makes persuasive requests more effective than dictatorial ones. B. Persuading the boss. Messages flowing upward. To convince management to adopt a procedures or invest in something, use a clear and persuasive communication. Managers can be resistant to change, so provide facts and figures to back your recommendation. Emphasize how your proposal save money or benefit for the business. Be confident when presenting your idea and avoid undermining it with self-doubt praises. Discuss both the risk and benefit to show you've thought things through. Two such arguments are more persuasive.
Creating effective sales message in print and online. The best sales message, regardless of whether they are delivered through direct mail or email, share common characteristics. They are utilize persuasion techniques to promote specific product and services. Applying the 3x3 writing process to sales message. Expert refine message, emphasizing analysis and adaptation for compelling sales communication strategies. First is analyzing the product. Involves scrutinizing its design, materials, manufacturing, and applications. Evaluating factors like ease of use, warranties, and price is crucial. Studying competitors highlight the product's strengths. Similar to the US Marine Corps approach, understanding the target audience is vital. By aligning the product's unique features with audience preference, a compelling sales message can be crafted. This strategic analysis ensures the central selling point resonates effectively, enhancing the marketing campaign impact. Determining the purpose of a sales message. Before crafting a sales message, it's crucial to define its purpose clearly, whether it's prompting the reader to request a free video, listen to a podcast, fill out an order form, or provide credit card information. Understanding the desired response is key. Additionally, identifying the central selling point that align with the intended purpose is essential. This strategic approach ensures that the message is focused and compelling, maximizing the likelihood of achieving the desired outcome. Adapting a sales message to its audience. Direct mail letters get much better response than emails. Emails have a response rate of 0.1%, while direct mail gets 3.7%. However, direct mail is useless because it's expensive and takes effort. To improve response rates, target specific groups using mailing lists. For instance, if you're selling fitness equipment, focus on people who subscribe to fitness magazine. By tailoring your message to match their interests and needs, you can make your marketing more effective and get better results. Crafting successful sales message. Direct mail is a potent tool in multi-channel marketing, driving sales, leads, and web traffic. It offers personalized, tangible message, often more impactful than virtual ones. Betting on highly targeted, relevant direct mail. Direct mail took less flashy than digital campaign, provide its worth with personalization. It boasts a 79% immediate response rates, outperforming emails 45%, while digital spending surge. Wise marketers value direct mail's impact, combining tradition with modern strategies for effective audience engagement, making it an essential part of a marketing mix. Writing successful email sales message. If you will be writing online sales message for your organization, remember that today's customer is somebody, not just anybody. Following are a few guidelines that will help you create effective email sales message. First is craft a catchy subject line. Second is keep the main information. Third is make the message short, conversational, and focused. Fourth is sprinkle testimonial throughout the copy. Fifth is provide a means for opting out.
Developing persuasive press release. Press release share significant news with the media, like new product, managers, facilities, awards, and more. They aim for media coverage, but self-promotion doesn't interest editors and producers. To get them to read beyond the first sentence, press release works following this principle. First, open with an attention, getting lead or a summary of the important fact. Include answer to the 5 Whs and 1 H, who, what, when, where, why, and how in the article, but not all in the first sentence. Appeal to the audience of the target media. Emphasize readers' benefit written in the style of the focus, publication, or newscast. Present the most important information early, followed by supporting information, but don't put your best idea last because they may be chopped off or ignored. Insert intriguing and informative quotation of chief dedication makers to lend the news release credibility. Make the document readable and visually appealing. Limit the text to 1 or 2 double space page with attractive formatting. Look and sound credible. No typos, no imaginative spelling or punctuation, and no factual errors. The most important ingredient of press release, of course, is the news. Article that merely plug product end up in the circular file or they language unread on a company website.